Sam Sulek, probably one of the fastest growing fitness influencers on the platform currently, well known for going to failure on all his sets, pushing himself past that failure point, training absolutely crazy with his triceps, racking on more weight than the machine can actually handle, snapping machines in half and blasting steroids. Currently an internet phenomenon between all the new lifters, myself included, and someone who I take a lot of inspiration on, maybe not so much on the steroid side of things, being natural, but on the training ethic and the fact that he actually seems to know what he's talking about, unlike a lot of influencers on this platform. Today I'm going to be trying one of his workouts, his arm workouts, which is all triceps and bicep focused, which is weird for me because on my arm days I normally add shoulders in there as well. So it was an interesting session. Now I've already done the session as of recording this intro, and I can tell you that my triceps felt like jelly for a while after the first two sets. As you'll see in the video, my body did not want to push anything else down, let alone the rest of the set. Biceps, same deal. After the first couple of sets of the bicep workout, I didn't want to exist. But I had to push through it. And it was a good workout at the end of the day. Going to failure every set's definitely something I'm not used to. I'm normally going to go to failure in my last few sets, one or two depending on the amount of sets I'm doing in my actual program. But we're all about learning new things here. We're all about me trying to learn how to actually record. So I'm going to apologise in advance for any shit angles of my exercises, any lighting issues, any editing mistakes, as it's all a learning process, and I just hope you can enjoy, and hopefully you can deal with the shitness enough that you can stick around for the videos when they get a lot better. But here we are, Sam Sulek's Arm Day. Let's go. Starting this workout, Sam Sulek likes to start with tricep push downs, 3 sets to failure. On my first set here, I decided to try 49 kg and ended up pushing out 18 reps. And I'm really trying to focus on the squeeze and keeping the reps nice and slow here, making sure my muscles really get that good contraction throughout the entire movement. After hitting 18 reps on my last movement, I decided to up the weight, chucking the weight up to 55 kg. Once again, focusing on the real good stretch of the muscles, really trying to get that weight down and trying to push as close to failure as possible. Moving on to my third and final set here, making sure I'm staying consistent with my tempo and really trying to get those triceps working nice and hard. My final set, I managed to hit 59 kgs for 7 reps. Nice and slow and controlled, really pushing myself here, as you can see by the expression on my face throughout these last couple reps. Moving on now to tricep cable overhead extensions. Moving 3 sets of these for reps to failure, once again, as every set is to failure. I found myself struggling with these a bit more, having a lighter weight than usual and lower rep range, just because of how fatigued my triceps were after the V-bar pushdowns. But still managing to push these through all 3 sets, getting 10 reps on the first set for 27 kg, the second set pushing 27 kg as well for 8 reps, and on my final set dropping down to 23 kg and pushing those final 8 reps out, trying to keep them nice and slow and controlled, and actively trying to keep the muscle engaged throughout the entire movement. Now we're finishing off the back with crossbody extensions or katanas, going for 1 set to failure of a nice and heavy weight. Here I'm using 14 kg and I'm managing to get a slow and controlled 12 reps throughout the entire movement, just to really finish off the triceps and a bit of the back. After finishing the 3 workouts for triceps and going to failure on every single set, I can say that that was one of the hardest triceps workout sets I've had to do so far, and I was not looking forward to the biceps after this. Now, starting off the biceps with dumbbell curls with 2 sets to failure, trying to keep these nice and slow as well. Started doing both sets here with 14 kg. My first set managing to get out 10 reps on either side, and on my second set managing to get 8 reps out on either side during these curls. I love doing curls. I do these curls anyway on my normal sets, so this is something that didn't feel too new to me, felt quite natural for me to do. Didn't have any issues, already knew the weights I was going to use for them. I don't normally push too hard to failure on these, and I normally use a bit of a lighter weight and do more sets, but I mean, as you can tell by me feeling myself a bit and deciding to pose for a bit, which is another Sam Sulek thing, is posing after all your sessions and making sure you look pump and really see that pump going. There's more of that later on, don't you worry. But finishing off these with the second set now and really trying to focus on the squeeze at the top of these. I know these look faster than they are. The video is sped up. I want to point this out. I'm realizing this halfway through editing this, that all the videos of me exercising are sped up by 150%, just so I can fit them into a video, and the video not being way too long. Now coming into the second exercise for biceps, we have isolated curls. Now my gym doesn't have an actual isolated curl machine or a single arm machine, so I'm using the machine preacher curl here to try and emulate that isolated curl function. Doing this for 3 sets to failure, as we know, all sets to failure. Pushing my first set on 14 kg for 10 reps as my arms were bad at this point. Moving up to 16 kg for the second set and hitting this for 7 reps on both sides. And then finally on my third and final set, hitting 7 reps of 14 kg. Now this felt like a very weird motion, just because obviously not using technically the right machine for isolated curls or the right positioning, so kind of had to work with what I had and do the best I could. So apologies if it isn't perfect and if it isn't exact to the exercise, but I think it still does the job of working the muscle and working it to failure at that. Now finishing the biceps off and the exercise off with easy bar curls, taking a wide grip here, really also trying to focus on that contraction at the top of the movement. Doing this for 16.6 kg over all 3 of these sets to failure. Every single set here I got to 10 reps. Didn't get past 10 reps. Although I tried, as you can tell by the video, my muscles just decide 10 reps is the give out point here. And now finishing the workout off with what Sam Sulek does best, and that is pose. I am not the biggest guy in the world. I do not have any real genetic advantages. The only good genetics I have, in my opinion, are my shoulders and my traps. I'm working on my body, and I always like posing at the end of my sessions anyway, just because I get to see progress for myself and I get to take pictures for myself. I thought I'd leave my little pose a bit here at the end, fully unedited and also not sped up, so we could see how awkward I look and how bad I am at finding lighting and all the other issues I have while trying to pose. Honestly, comment down below and let me know if you do any posing, how you find the right lighting, how you get good lighting. If you have the same issue that I do, whereas no matter how much you look in the mirror when you're posing and you think you look good, no photo you ever take of yourself posing looks as good as you look in the gym mirrors. But yeah, finishing this off with a little pose session just to see where we look, see how we go, see how insane my shoulders look, which they do. Can't lie, I love my shoulders. I've got a little bit of an ego about my shoulders, but I need everything else to catch up. I've got a lot of work still to do. I really like this workout, really enjoyed this workout, and yeah, I hope you enjoy watching me look like a twat trying to look good. And please make sure to like and subscribe. It all helps me a lot. Comment down below anyone else's training regimen you think I should do, or any other videos I should do, because honestly ideas are hard. I hope you enjoy me rambling at the end here after the workout. So thank you for watching. Right, so I've just left the gym after doing Sam Sulek Arm day, and it's as hard as I expected it to be. Had to push myself to failure on every single set. I may have been taking the extreme of Sam Sulek, but 98% of his sets are to failure. Training that much, but actually mentally pushing myself there was probably the hardest part of the whole thing. Actually doing the exercise aren't that bad, it's just feeling like, oh, I'll stop now, and then going, no, I've got to keep going until my muscles physically won't go. That was probably the hardest part. It's a good workout. It feels weird to do an arm day and not do shoulders, because I normally do shoulders on an arm day. Also to be done already. I think I was done in 45 minutes-ish, but felt good. I can still feel my arms are hurting holding my phone recording this. But yeah, hopefully all the angles are alright. I'm still learning the angles, still learning how to record properly, and yeah, we'll see. I apologise if the angles are shit, or if the video quality is shit because the lighting in there is a pain in the ass. But yeah, hope you enjoyed.